Hi, I'm Nick Salazar with TriRig.com, and these are the new FLO Cycling 60 and 90 race wheels. FLO Cycling is a brand new company on the aero scene with one goal. They wanted to make the fastest wheels they could in a package that cost less than $800 for the whole wheel set. These wheels essentially have the same technology that you're going to find in the latest head or zip wheels at a much cheaper price point because they use less expensive construction methods. They're doing something like what you see on the Bontrager Aeolus or the new Head Stinger wheels. They have a traditional aluminum rim mated to a carbon fairing. The carbon's not structural, so it's less expensive to produce and less expensive to put together. These wheels are essentially going to ride something like a Mavic Cerium, which is another aluminum rim with SAPM raised spokes on it. What's special about these wheels is that Chris and John Thornham, the founders of FLO Cycling, are both engineers. So they poured a lot of time into designing the shape of these rims so that they could be as fast as possible.
In essence, FLO's design follows the major themes we've seen recently from top-end brands like Zip and Head. The brake track has gotten wider to mate seamlessly with the tire, and the inner rim edge is a little more blunt to better serve as a leading edge on the back half of the wheel. The fairing sidewalls are nearly flat but gradually slope outward before coming back in. In the right lighting, you can see there's actually something of an abrupt angle change midway through the wheel, but again, it looks mostly flat from most angles. This shape mates the tire beautifully with the rim to make them a single aerodynamic unit. FLO reported that in some of their prototyping stages that their rim shape was actually achieving negative drag. This was without hub and spokes, but it's impressive nonetheless. The fact that they're even thinking about drag and doing the CFD analysis means they're on the right track. So how do we like them? We love them.
We took these wheels out on 3 separate days, and all 3 of them were really windy. The weather reports clocked it at 25 miles an hour steady side winds with gusts of up to 40 miles an hour. Now, when the wind gets bad enough, any wheel and any aero bike is going to blow you all over the road. But what we found was, for any normal type of wind condition, even in those 20 to 25 miles an hour winds, the FLO wheels performed really well. What we've heard from other manufacturers is that the wider rim and the blunter inner edge really help to move the pressure center of the wheel backwards so it doesn't affect you as much in a crosswind. And we don't have any data about that from FLO, but what we can say is that they felt just as good as some of the best wheels that we've tested. They really perform really well in a crosswind, and to say that we are impressed is an understatement.
In short, FLO isn't really doing anything new. What's so special about these wheels is their price point. For one thing, it means you don't really have to baby the wheels. Ride them as your daily trainers to get used to handling them. If you keep these wheels on all the time, it means you'll never have to adjust your brakes or your brake pads for your race day wheels. And at these low price points, a gear-savvy triathlete could buy FLO's entire product line for the price of one set of high-zoot carbon hoops. That would give you the flexibility to make a very specific race day wheel choice based on the course profile and race day conditions. So what does FLO Cycling give up in order to achieve what they have? Well, for one thing, because they're using beefy aluminum rims and a carbon fairing instead of structural carbon, their wheels are heavier than just about any other wheel of the same rim depth out there. But even to say that other brands' top-end wheel sets are competition is a huge tip of the hat to FLO, given that their wheels are selling for 25 to 30% of the price of these other brands.
For more photos and info, go to TriRig.com. Thanks.